Everyone in disagreement. Men are about to fight for who get the honors of placing a rock in its place. But wait, who's gonna solve this problem? Hi, this is Mohammed, telling you the story of Mohammed. Before we start talking about Mohammed, let's go back in time. Let's just discover a little bit something about Arabia, or Mecca and to be specific. So, as we learned before in the previous episode, that Abraham came and built the house of God in Mecca. A lot of Arabs and a lot of tribes just gathered around him and they start worshipping God of Abraham. They start paying a really high respect to the Kaaba. Arab kept a really special place for Mecca in their heart. So instead of Mecca being a place where they go to worship God, they start making the site very, very holy within itself. So they considered everything in it to be holy. So people, whenever they travel out of Mecca, they will carry some rocks with them from Mecca for a good luck. People kept the Abrahamic faith, but again, they ruined it a little bit by making everything about Mecca holy. So how did the Arab end up worshipping idols? It all started when Amr ibn Luhay went on his trading trip to a place called Balqa, and he saw people worshipping idols there, and he asked them about their idols. He was like, what are those? Why are you all worshipping them? And they explained to him why they worship them, and he liked the idea, so he decided to bring those idols back with him to Arabia, specifically to Mecca. So what he brought with him an idol called Hubal, and that was the idol that Quraysh worshipped and the Arabs around Mecca also worshipped and pay respect to. Arab were not barbarian as a lot of Orientalists are advertising. They had a lot of laws and a lot of stuff that left from the Abrahamic religion. So they had their manners, they had their tradition, and they helped the poor, they protect the weak. And whenever anyone traveled, they will afford him stuff and help him through their traveling. And they also had a lot of knowledge, like when they traveled, they used the stars. So they know how to navigate using the stars. And they also had their own poetry clubs. So let's talk a little bit about some of the Arab tradition, especially people of Mecca tradition. People of Mecca used to send their kids to the Badia.
Badia means desert, and it's where the Bedouin people settle for a season or a short time.
So following the Arab tradition, Muhammad, when he was born, he was breastfed by Thuwayba, and then later on when he grew up a little bit, he was taken by Halima as-Sa'diyya, who is a Bedouin woman who took him to the Badia, so he learned pure Arabic and the Arab manners. So there is a lot of stories about Halima as-Sa'diyya refusing to take Muhammad when he was a kid because his dad passed away and she was hoping for money and stuff. But as we established before, Muhammad's grandfather was one of the leaders of Quraysh. So he was rich. It's basically, would you refuse to take Bill Gates' grandson if Bill Gates was still alive and he really loved his grandson? No, you wouldn't, because he's still gonna pay for him. A lot of those stories about her doubting or not really wanting to take him, I don't think they're really accurate, but I might be wrong, so you can always correct me if I was wrong about that. So let's talk a little bit about Muhammad's life, from being a kid until he grew up, and some of the highlights about his life. Muhammad grew up orphan. He lost his dad before he was born, and he lost his mom when he was 6 years old. His mom passed away on the way back from Medina to Mecca, or what it was called Yathrib at that time. She took him there to visit his uncles, and on the way back, she died. And then his grandpa took care of him. He showed him a lot of love and kindness, and he really treated him very well. But that didn't last long. His grandpa passed away as well. Losing his beloved family taught him how to be compassionate and kind to other people and helped him understand other people's struggles. Then his uncle took care of him and treated him like one of his. And he took him with him to the trading trip, and that introduced to us the second part of his life, work. Growing up, Muhammad worked as a shepherd for Mecca people. So he took care of their sheep and goats, and that taught him a really good skills in his life. It taught him self-control and patience, and that was a really important factor in his character. Muhammad also worked in trading. He worked for Khadija before they got married. Because of his honesty, she trusted him to lead her convoy to Levant. And trading taught him the social skills and how to talk to people and how to deal with people. Since we mentioned honesty, let's talk about his honesty. Muhammad was a really honest and truthful person. He was known in Mecca as As-Sadiq al-Amin, which means the truthful honest. When he was a kid, the other kids trusted him with their toys and their goods. And when he grew up, people of Mecca trusted him with their money and their goods. It's the rainy season in Mecca, and as we know, Mecca is a valley. It flooded, and the flood destroyed part of the Kaaba. So people wanted to rebuild the Kaaba, but they were really afraid, because to rebuild the Kaaba, they needed to destroy it and then rebuild it. And they just experienced the year of the elephant a few years ago. So they were really afraid of taking it down to rebuild it. But a man with the name of Al-Walid bin al-Mughira told them, I will start, because we're not trying to destroy it, we're trying to do good. I will do it and we'll see what will happen. So people decided, let him do it, and if nothing happened to him tonight, we're gonna help him tomorrow. So he started demolishing the Kaaba, and next day nothing happened to him. So everyone started helping him. Mecca people decided to build the Kaaba with their halal money, or with their clean money, which means any money that was not made through sins or unfaithful way or was stolen. So they start gathering the money, and it didn't end up being a lot of money. And that's why Hujr Ismail, as shown in here, is not built, and it's not inside the Kaaba, because they didn't really have enough money to finish it. And the Muslims after that decided to keep it the same way. There is a lot of give and take on this story. We're not going to go through them right now, but if you're interested, you can read a book about it. So back to our story, people gathered the money and they start building the Kaaba, until they got to this one point where they had to place the black stone.
The black stone. It's a black colored stone that marks the beginning of Tawaf. Tawaf is the action that the Muslim do when they go to Kaaba and they circle around the Kaaba. It doesn't have any supernatural powers, and a lot of people are saying a lot of things about it, but most of those things are not true. It is just a stone.
So the black stone is one of the things that left for the Arabs from the Abrahamic traditions, or from the Abrahamic religion. So it was a very big honor for them to take it and place it on its right place. So everyone started arguing about it, and everyone wanted to place it on its place. Everyone in disagreement. They are about to fight for whom tribe get the honor of placing the black stone back to its place. People did not really want to solve it. Everyone was just in a big disagreement. A man named Abu Umayyah bin al-Mughira al-Makhzumi, he brought suggestions to stop the people from fighting, and he told them, alright, so let's wait for the first man to enter the job site, and whoever this man is, we're gonna make him a judge, and he will decide who's gonna do what with the rock. And everyone was like, alright, we're gonna do that. So a 35 years old man entered the job site, and as soon as he entered, everyone was happy, and they said, we agree, he is our judge, he is the truthful, honest. So that man was Mohammed, and as soon as he entered, everyone agreed to make him the judge. So what did he do? He asked them to bring a piece of cloth, and he laid it down on the ground. And he took the black stone and placed it on the cloth. And he brought a man from each tribe, and he asked them all to lift the cloth together, so that all the tribe have the honor of placing the black stone in its location. So the man moved the piece of cloth with the rock in it all the way to the position where it's supposed to be placed, and then when they arrived, they put it down, and Muhammad came and took the stone with his hand and put it on its position. And that solved the possible bloodshed in Mecca, because with that move, all the tribe got the honor of placing the black stone, and no tribe could have more honor than the other tribes. Alright, I guess we arrived at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thanks to my friends for the help. Don't forget to look at the sources down in the box descriptions. I also linked all my friends who helped me on the video down below. Please go and check them out. Thank you again for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe, share, and please share it more, and really subscribe to the channel, because apparently more than 80% of the channel viewers are not subscribers. So what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. That really helps me to keep posting videos. See you next time. Bye.